There's an establishing shot which shows what looks like the roof of a car with blue flashing lights that could indicate sirens and therefore demonstrate to the audience that something dramatic is going to happen. There is then a close-up on a necklace. This indicates to the audience it could be a key part of the film. The use of the shaky cam in this shot gives more suspense and also creates a sense of belonging, as if the audience were actually there in the scene. There is a close-up on the man's face at the beginning, which shows he has little expression, which doesn't give too much away about the character at the start. There is then a close-up which shows the props of tape and a gun being put into a black bag. This is typical of someone who intends to kidnap another person. There is a close-up of the girl on a sofa which shows how she is the innocent protagonist that is asleep, and that typically there is a male antagonist. There is a close-up of keys on the table which shows how he has taken her keys. This creates suspense and makes the audience think what is going to happen next. Also, there is a close-up of him shutting the boot car, which makes the audience question whether the woman was in there or not. There is a close-up of the antagonist's face when by the water that shows his expressions. It shows how he looks a little bothered by something, troubled. It's interesting at the end when the camera shots are of the water and the audience do not know which person is being killed until the final shot, still just out of focus, sets upon the girl's face. The non-diegetic music at the start of the film is soft, but has an eerie sense to it which makes the audience think that something is going to happen. More non-diegetic sound repeats itself as music plays in the background when the man is on his bike. The music is very eerie again, almost encroaching on sci-fi, but it does sort of sound like some sirens, which could give a clue as to what might happen later on in the film. There is very little diegetic sound used apart from small things such as when the boot shuts, you hear the sound of that, and it seems the only key parts of the film are the ones that have diegetic sound. There is a lot of use of fading and zooming in and out of focus. This demonstrates to the audience that the film may be very unfocused and that what is happening may be unclear at times. There seems to be quite a few medium to long takes at the beginning of the film, allowing the audience to focus on each of the characters they are presented with more. There is a crossover used with the bike wheels and him riding his bike. This is quite effective as it gives the audience an idea of what is happening next before they are given the full view of the antagonist on his bike. The pace increases during the attack on the girl at the house and there are quite a lot of fast cuts. This increases the suspense. The use of focus of a necklace as a prop right at the beginning shows that it may have some importance throughout the film. Lighting throughout the film tends to be low and dark with a lot of shadowing used. This is typical of a drama as it creates a sense of the unknown. The use of a gun and tape as props is very typical of a crime or thriller drama, and they are typical props that would be used if you were going to kidnap someone or kill them. Clothing on the antagonist is very dark, mainly blacks and greys. Again, this is a typical convention often used within the drama genre. Also, the protagonist is female and the antagonist is male, another typical idea that is used within thrillers and dramas.